Hey guys, Ben here. First of all, I'm drawing characters in this video, well, like this. It's a little bit different, but I like this art style and I'm trying something new. And secondly, in this video, I make a lot of generalizations, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But other than that, I'm super glad you guys are tuning in, and I hope you enjoy. So the other day, I went into this haircut place, close to my house, and I really like this area. And it has one of my favorite barbers, and we'll give him the nickname Sandy. If I want a mohawk, I mean a normal haircut, I like this guy. But on this particular day, he wasn't here, and because I wasn't really looking for anything fancy, a nice lady took me to the back. This barber seemed to be in her 40s, and I don't know about you, but if you and the barber don't start a conversation, I just feel like it ruins the experience. Barbers are some of the most open people I have ever met. You're literally sitting with them for 15 minutes, and by the end, you both know each other's kids, if you have them, favorite sports, hobbies, food, and if they have a religion. Like, I could write a 10-page article on the barber's son if I really tried. Of course not, that was a joke. But today, I didn't learn more about Sandy's son, but instead, this lady's love life. Oh! She got really deep! Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't normally go that far. But it actually turned into a really interesting conversation. So she, this 40-year-old lady, sat me down and we just started chatting about each other's weeks. Eventually, she told me that she had spent an evening with her boyfriend, and at this, I smiled. I think it's really cool whenever anybody decides to fall in love, and it's really a beautiful thing. And so, intrigued by her information, I asked her what advice she would give to a couple just getting into a relationship. And her answer was on if she could trust the person. To her, trust was key. So folks, just getting into a relationship, be honest with each other. Her words, not mine. Anyway, she then went to make a very interesting statement. It went kind of like this. Oh, if I had known that trust was the most important aspect of a relationship. Oh, back in my day when I was so young and beautiful like you, I would have been very set. This phrase actually kind of bothered me a little bit. Let me explain. So I'm the type of guy who generally finds it distasteful to backtrack. AKA, I generally don't like rereading books, and I generally don't like dwelling on the past. So to her statement, I made the comment of how there is beauty in every age, and that's a statement I believe has a lot of truth in it. Let me show you. And so after I made this statement, we then started discussing the benefits of being older and younger. For example, when you're a baby up till you're about 10, you're still young and playful, not really knowing what the world is really like. Of course, some of you had to grow up faster than others, but at this age, the real beauty of your age is the freedom and wonder in your eyes. You're still learning about the world and you haven't yet touched the hardness of life. And then there's age 10 through 15 years old. In this age, you're finally starting to grow into manhood. Okay, I know this time is a really hard time for most kids, but yet there's also beauty in this. You're growing into the adult who you will become. This is when you start deciding for yourself who you are. And you're still little and super athletic. And generally speaking, most of you guys are still dependents and not having to worry about the stress of paying bills and that sort of junk. Yuck! Next is 16 through 24. This is another super hard time in people's life, as they start really trying to decide what direction they will go in their life. And it is also this time where you become an adult. Yay! But there is beauty in this time as well. In fact, this is when the barber was talking about being young and beautiful, as you're now basically formed into the young adult with your brain almost fully developed. And having your brain fully developed is amazing. You're like able to understand the world in new ways. It's like putting on a pair of glasses and looking at a tree and being like, wow. Next is 25 through 35. Most kids say how they never want to grow up. But dang, dude, you have no idea how much freedom being an adult gives you. At this age, they are working full force into the legacy they want to build. They can take trips and really see the world, not held down by college or a school. They can do whatever they want, of course with restrictions, but they are transforming into who they are meant to be, and they're now even more able to mentor younger people. After that is age 35 through 65. From here, it's the time where a wealth of knowledge and experience are stored inside these big brains. Also, people are still able to move, travel, and pursue others. You see a lot of people prior to this age being pretty self-focused, and for reasonable reasons, as they're trying to do so much to set themselves up for the future. However, at this age, that starts to fade away, as they become more settled and realize that money is not the key to happiness. After this, it's 65 through 80. These people, okay, there is a stereotype that says that these people are just old, fickle, irritable, only here to complain about how the older days were so much better. But this is not true for all elderly. They can be full of love and hope for future generations. In fact, if a young person asks them for advice, they're able to pour out treasures of knowledge into your brain. And after this is the last part of a human's journey. They're able to live their best life and pass on what they have learned to the upcoming generations. And when death does come, there are two beautiful things that happen. One is the diamond, often called the celebration of life, where people come together and celebrate the life you lived and all the good inside of it. And the second is that you get to learn the truth about what happens after death. If you're like me, you know that when we pass away, we arrive before the maker of the universe. Now I know a lot of people might be scared at this time, wondering if they'll go to heaven or hell. But I'm not. I'm a Christian, and because Jesus is my Lord, and I believe that God raised him from the dead, I know that I will be redeemed from all my sinful actions through his grace, and I will be able to enter into his domain, where the next life will begin. That is why I don't see passing away as a bad thing, but instead a thing to be patiently waiting for. I can talk more about this later, but in short, life is a journey, and there is true beauty in every age, in every time period, in every year, and yes, in every moment. And will you guys open up your eyes to see the beauty that you're living in right now? Thanks. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I was able to finish up during this break time. I hope you guys found it enjoyable and perhaps maybe a little bit enlightening. I'm planning on making more of these videos, and if you're interested, if you want to hit that like and maybe that subscribe bell icon, but if not, you don't have to. But if you want to, that would boost my morale. But anyway, I hope you guys are finding this break enjoyable and that you're filling your time with good, worthwhile things. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.